if it feels good doing something, then it's probably good for you. You're your own scientist. For me, I mean, all of my training sessions, I was really visualizing being at the Ironman World Championships and being amongst those best Ironman athletes in the world. Once that wore away, once I accomplished my goals within the sport, I had to figure out why I was continuing to do it. And that was because of the feeling that I got from it. I think it's important to do this for you, not do it for others, not do it because someone's telling you should do it, like doing it because you feel like the best version of yourself with your routine that you have every day. My advice to someone who is just trying to be fit and feel good is lifting heavy weights 3 to 5 times per week, doing those complex lifts. I think those are the things that you want to focus on to just be healthy and live a good life and feel good.
You lift a phenomenal amount. You are super fit. And I'm guessing that a huge part of that is your recovery protocol. I'm sure everyone looks at it and thinks, wow, how does he do this? But a massive part is to train hard. You've got to recover harder, right? And I'm just curious as to your views and your strategies on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, first and foremost, sleep is the number one recovery tool. So if you can set yourself up for deep sleep every night, that is the ultimate recovery tool that we all have access to without having to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a lot of the other tools that we all use. And, exercise, nutrition, getting morning light, a lot of these things are going to help with that circadian rhythm and help you get that deep sleep. So I think that's the first thing to look at. But yeah, I'm 42 years old. My background is Ironman triathlon. I competed at a high level from 2010 until 2015. And, during that time period, I definitely racked up a lot of aches and pains from the high volume of running. And when I moved to Colorado in 2017, I found this facility called Denver Sports Recovery. They had an infrared sauna, a hot tub, and a cold plunge. And for 2 years straight, I went there every single night at 6 p.m., spent about 2 hours there. I would sit in the infrared sauna for 50 to 60 minutes. And then I would do 3 to 4 rounds of 5 minutes in a cold plunge around 50 degrees and 5 minutes in a hot tub, contrast therapy. And after a 2-year period, all of those aches and pains from the Ironman years, they went away. And I also realized the benefits were far more than just the physical component of it. The stress resilience, the unlimited energy I had, the mental clarity I had, the emotional well-being I had from doing that contrast therapy ultimately is why I continue to do it today. It's much more for the mental and emotional benefits of, we all have these massive to-do lists, and, we live in a state where there's just constant notifications and constant things that you can do. And, I think many of us just our nervous system is inundated, and the hot and cold contrast therapy for me just really regulates my nervous system. So, I never feel stressed out. Whereas if I miss a few days, I start to feel stressed out with all of my to-dos and just life in general. So that's why I've continued to do it beyond just the physical benefits of it. And now my typical routine is sitting in a sauna at about 200 degrees for 20 minutes, and then getting into an ice barrel at about 40 degrees for 5 minutes. And I'll do 2 to 3 rounds of that every single night.
Every single night. Interesting. And it's interesting what you say there about the stress. So you found that really helps you reduce stress, does it?
100%, yes. It's also boosting your serotonin levels when you do it. So that's that, feel good moment that you have afterwards. And yeah, there's something to the cold specifically that really just de-stresses and declutters your mind. I could be having the worst day ever, and I jump in a cold stream for 2 or 3 minutes, or I roll in the snow for a few minutes. And afterwards, I just feel like the weight of the world is off my shoulders. It's a very unique feeling specific to cold exposure. So ultimately, that's why I enjoy doing it so much now. And the sauna, there's such a cool community behind sauna, and the conversations that you have in the sauna are so deep, and the relationships I'm able to form with people are so deep. And whenever someone reaches out to me, asking if they can meet up, I invite them to come over to the house and sauna. That is my meeting place. That's where I enjoy having deep conversations with people. So, the sauna, obviously there's many physical benefits, but for me, the sauna is the relationships I develop, the conversations I get to have with people, and a place where I can entertain and give people, that same feeling that I get, with them not having to have any skill to do it, like exercise or mountain biking. Those are things I enjoy as well, but you need a certain level of skill before you start having fun or getting that endorphin rush after doing those things. Whereas the sauna and cold, with just a little mental grit and all you have to do is say yes, it's something that anyone can do and reap the tremendous benefits from it.